When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School Volleyball, featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spring Mills High School as we welcome you inside the Cardinal Coliseum for West Virginia High School volleyball action between the Hampshire Trojans and Spring Mills Cardinals. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Jim Klein, Colin McLaughlin, our cameraman. And back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Jim, it's a Spring Mills team that we've seen a good bit this year, a Hampshire team that we are unfamiliar with. They're dealing with some injuries, and they've had some ups and downs this season so far. What are you looking forward to about this matchup as we get ready for JV?
Well, I think both teams are going to need to focus on serve-receive. We've seen some struggles, unfortunately, with Spring Mills at times, but I believe that they have the offensive firepower to beat anybody in the EPAC. So if they come out tonight against a limping Hampshire team and exercise good ball control, transition defense to offense, then Spring Mills could do a great job. Unfortunately, we don't have recent history when we look at this matchup. As a matter of fact, you have to go all the way back to 2016 to find the last time listed on Max Preps that Hampshire beat Spring Mills. Now, I'm not saying that they have not beaten Spring Mills since 2016. All I'm saying is the only reported score that I could find was on in which Hampshire defeated Spring Mills was September 1st, 2016, 3-2, and there were no set scores reported. So we don't even have a good historical perspective looking at these two teams. Hampshire came off a real tough weekend, straight set losses to Hedgesville, Jefferson, and East Hardy. On the other hand, Spring Mills did pretty well this past weekend, going 6-5 on the day, splitting with Martinsburg, soundly defeating Grace and Jefferson, and then going 1-4 against Philip Barber.
So we are underway here in JV action, and Spring Mills setting up now on their side of the net. A good swing from Bell Hampshire. Cardinals trying to get the offense going. A free ball set up here for Hampshire. And it heads out of bounds off of the Cardinals. A point for the Trojans. So back to serve for Hampshire was Wetzel, and Wetzel gets it over, and it's an ace.
Yeah, 2-0 start. Spring Mills had the first serve and couldn't capitalize.
Cardinals now trying to get it going offensively. Swing from the back line from Eiler. Hampshire has it digged out by the Cardinals, and a play just out of bounds, and another point for the Trojans, so an early 3-0 lead for Hampshire. Some missed swings, some missed plays
I don't want to take
on the Cardinals early.
Don't want to take anything against Hampshire, but got to keep in mind that the varsity squad for Spring Mills does play 4 freshmen and 2 sophomores, so they're an entire squad of underclassmen have moved up to the varsity level.
Mainly a sophomore-led Hampshire team with 2 freshmen on the roster besides the sophomores, as Spring Mills tries to get it back over. It's going to be a free ball. And somehow Spring Mills gets it over and gets the point.
There you got the back tip. Good times.
I think that was Burkholder with the point for the Lady Cardinals, and they are on the board now at 4-1. Going back to serve is Schlosser. Hampshire trying to get the offense going. A good save there from Spring Mills, and then Hampshire has some issues with it. It ends up being a point for the Cardinals now, 4-2 our score in favor of the Trojans. Schlosser again to serve. She gets it over with a good serve. Played well by Hampshire. Good play at the net from Burkholder.
Oh, I got that as Abshire. I wonder if mine.
No, I think you were right. I think I just saw the wrong number.
Yeah, Burkholder's hit running outside. That's why. I want to make sure I wasn't looking at the varsity roster. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
My goodness, great pass by Eiler.
Good play there from Abshire again, but Hampshire denying the offense. That one just barely gets over and ends up being a point for the Trojans. So Hampshire continues its good start of a 6-2 lead over the Spring Mills Cardinals. Going back to serve for Hampshire is number 21, Haley Holiday. And Holiday gets it over.
Yeah, overpass.
Hampshire again just barely getting it over the net. Play at the net falls, and a point for the Trojans again.
Timeout.
Emerson Pierce there at the net getting the point for the Trojans. So 7-2, Hampshire on top. Let's take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We welcome you back to the Spring Mills Coliseum. 7-2, or the Cardinal Coliseum. 7-2, Trojans on top. Getting it over the block there was Stort. And Hampshire can't get it over. It will be a point for Spring Mills. So 7-3 our score. Hampshire still on top. And going back to serve for the Lady Cardinals is Bella Abshire.
Good serve. Floater. Finds a soft spot.
Ends up being an ace.
Yeah, great serve.
Another good serve here from Abshire. And it will be another ace. So back-to-back aces gets the Cardinals back into it now at 7-5. Hampshire still on top, but Abshire doing her job from the server position. This one's digged out. Good swing there from Hampshire and a good recovery by Spring Mills, but they'll have to send a free ball. And Hampshire can't take advantage of it. And another point for the Lady Cardinals. It's now 7-6. As this one unable to be played by Hampshire. Looks like we may have a few updated jersey numbers that aren't updated on our roster. So
yeah, so you got to keep in mind we get those from coaches or max preps, and there are players on the floor that don't have numbers that we can identify.
So we will try our best. But meanwhile, Spring Mills has taken an 8-7 lead.
Yeah, timeout works. 6 in a row. Another good serve by Hampshire, and it's an ace potential. Great dig. Now it's a free ball. Spring Mills needs to use this late. She's late.
Play here at the net, and the Cardinals dig it out again. They are able to get it over this time. Hampshire has a chance to set up some offense. Unable to take advantage. Burkholder, though, sneaks it past the Hampshire Trojan defense and gets the point. Spring Mills on quite the run right now, Jim. 9-7. The timeouts worked. Abshire's done a great job serving, and that has gotten this Cardinal team back in control now.
And I like Burkholder running outside. She's very wiry. If you watch the elevation that she gets on her jump, I mean, she's got some athletic ability. Work on her timing a little bit, and through repetition. Great job by Abshire. This is exactly what you want to see at the JV level. Consistent serving. They're moving in on defense, handling the free ball. Good pass in transition. That was a touch ball.
And another point for the Spring Mills Cardinals, and another timeout taken by Hampshire. Our score, Spring Mills 11, Hampshire 7. We're back in 30 seconds. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Our score, Spring Mills 11, Hampshire 7.
Now Hampshire doesn't want to let the timeout get to her. The first serve after timeout's real important, and she did it. Nice job. Good mental discipline. Hands call on the setter.
It's another point going to Spring Mills on that miscue from Hampshire. And the way Hampshire started this match, Jim, it looked like they were going to dominate, but Abshire has been the player of the set so far for Spring Mills, just helping them lead this comeback. It was a good swing on the backside, and Hampshire unable to do much with it. So a 13-7 Spring Mills lead. This game was 7-2 at one point.
Yeah, this is a great service run. 11 right now. Hampshire hopes to make it 12, and she does. Well,
she gets it over again. Good dig, though, on the other end. And play at the net off the tip, touch. And another point for Spring Mills. So Cardinals 14, Trojans 7 here in set one of JV action. This is best of 3 at the JV level. And it goes best of 5 at the varsity level. Another ace.
Yeah, and it's just a floater, very flat, lots of movement. We have actually a great angle to see the way that the ball is moving. It's very difficult. You've got to move your feet and get square to the ball, perpendicular to the net. You've got to shrug your shoulders and watch it off your forearms. Abshire finally misses after 13 in a row.
Yeah, and she is a junior. She's the leader, I guess you could say, of the JV team as she plays both ways, but an excellent run for her. We knew eventually it was probably going to end, but now a big lead for the Cardinals at 15-8 after a slow start. Hampshire, though, still fighting on their end, getting some good swings.
Yeah, both teams are scrapping real good.
Just a little bit of a miscommunication, it looked like, that time for the Trojans, but they still get it over. And a good swing from Davenport and a point for the Spring Mills Cardinals at 16-8.
Yeah, in the 10 years that I coached, I can't remember very many times where I had my middle setting the ball in a normal transition play. And in that case, both the setter and the backup setter were kind of in shock.
Hampshire trying to get it going offensively. Again, they get some solid offense, and that one will fall in for a point. Looks like Jalen Comer at the net got the point for Hampshire. It's now 16-9.
Yeah, and Eiler's working hard in the back row. That's what I like seeing the DS or the libero being very aggressive, calling off whatever they can. They wear a different colored shirt for a reason. They should be trying to touch the ball as much as they can on defense.
Well, looked like a good block initially, but it didn't go over, so a point for Spring Mills.
Yeah, and that was Burkholder on the outside. I just like her athleticism, and she's not afraid to swing hard. You know, like she beat the block there because she swung hard. If she would have lollipopped it, the block would have pushed that back. And, of course, then she comes back and misses the serve. But
swings a little bit too hard on that one. But, hey, with the lead, that's always a good time to be aggressive.
Yeah, good call.
So 17-10 our score. Hampshire going back to serve again. And getting it over for the Trojans is Maddie C. That ball takes a weird angle, but it ends up getting over and falling in for a point.
Yeah, it sounded almost like a mishit, down ball mishit. Becomes some of the more difficult balls to play because you're reacting. If she hits it hard, then you might have to release or open up.
Cardinals able to get their offense going. Davenport off block. Another free ball sent over. Can Spring Mills do anything with it? They set up. Off block and another point for the Cardinals.
Yeah, great swing by Allie Kaplan outside. Hampshire just needs to rotate just a little bit quicker at off touch.
18-11, Spring Mills on top of Hampshire.
Overpass.
And another
my goodness.
Great placement.
Yeah.
That time Hampshire moving to the front line. We saw what she did from the server position, and up front she's able to get a good point.
Yeah, the static approach is very difficult. Good timing. She had good follow-through. Really snapped the wrist, projected down.
Another point on an ace that time for Spring Mills. Now 20-11. That's doing the serving is Eiler, the sophomore, at a 20-11 Spring Mills lead.
Oh, and
another ace.
Serve. Yeah. Both the sophomore, in this case, Eiler, and the junior Abshire really elevated the play of Spring Mills at the service line. Very difficult serves, flat, fast, and actually had a little more topspin. Actually a little bit easier, even though it was harder. Harder velocity.
Hampshire's able to get it over. Spring Mills will send a free ball. Trojans offense. Good swing and a good point for Hampshire. Looked like getting it over there for the Trojans was C. So 21-12 our score. Hampshire gets the serve back.
A cacophony of out calls. The ball's played. Spring Mills, though, does a good job getting it back across. Off block, yeah. Good play.
Spring Mills plays it cleanly off the block. Hampshire sends it over.
That's where I like to see free balls go. Deep corners.
Another mishit ends up.
Yeah, I don't know how that wasn't 4 contacts.
Yeah, I thought so as well. But Hampshire takes advantage of maybe a missed call there and gets the point. Emerson Pierce putting it down for the Trojans at 21-13 now our score. Hampshire gets the serve over. Cardinals setting it up. Hampshire gets the kill. Good effort by the Trojans to try to run it down, but just a great swing from the junior.
Yeah, and I think that ball was going to be in. I think that was a good defensive attempt by Hampshire on a hard-driven ball. You got to lower the near shoulder.
That one out. I don't believe we have a 34 on either the JV or varsity there for Spring Mill, so not certain who that was, but 22-14 our score. Hampshire getting it over. We're back to Wetzel serving.
Again, the deep free balls gives the chance to reset your defense.
Trojans trying to set up the offense, but they're unable to, and the free ball doesn't go over. It goes into the net, so a point for Spring Mills. They're just 2 points away from taking here set one between Spring Mills and Hampshire. It's senior night tonight for the Cardinals. They will be honoring their 2 senior players as well as their manager, it appears. So 23-14, that one goes out. Another point here in JV at 24-14 now.
Serving the three is one of the most difficult spots, not only to execute as a server, but also on the serve-receive. First off, you got your middle and on-hand hitters transitioning to their offensive positions.
And there's Burkholder putting it down for Spring Mills, and the Cardinals take set one here in JV action, 25-14 over Hampshire. Let's take a 30-second or minute break, and on the other side of that break, we will have set number 2 here in JV action. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
WV Medicine introduces Walk-In Wednesdays. The Human Resources Department at the WV Medicine Corporate Center in Martinsburg will host Walk-In Wednesdays every Wednesday in October. A WV Medicine recruiter will be on site 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to answer questions about positions that are available and assist those who submit applications via Workday. The WV Medicine Corporate Center is located at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. For more info, contact sarah.hamlin at wvmedicine.org.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Jim Klein. Jim, as we head into the second set of JV action, what did you kind of like from the first set for both teams, and what are some things that they could do better here in set 2?
Well, Hampshire came out and served well and played really good defense, and then all of a sudden, Bella Abshire, she went back to the end line and just decided, you know what, I'm going to take the entire team, put them on my shoulders. And she ended up it was a 9 in a row when Hampshire called timeout. And my concern is at the JV level, you have to maintain mental discipline. So off a timeout, often you'll see the player go to the end line and miss the serve right out of timeout. Not only did she put the serve in play, they scored 4 additional points. She scored 13 total. And at that point, I think that momentum has shifted completely. So Hampshire, I think, needs to come out and play their game, do what they did to start the match. Remember, Spring Mills actually called timeout first. They were down 7-2, and there was just that massive run at the end line. So they have the ability to take the lead and control it. They just got to eliminate some of the free ball where the middle was standing with her back to the net and bumped it backwards into the net. You just can't have unforced free ball errors and expect to beat really anyone. There's just so many you can get away with. So hopefully we see a little bit more of the same, and then we also see a real good focus on serve receive for Hampshire.
So we head into our next set here, set number 2 between Hampshire and Spring Mills in JV volleyball action again tonight, senior night between the Cardinals and the Trojans. 3 seniors being honored 2 players. That is Ariana Parsley and Gracie Kane, the 2 senior players.
Yeah, and if I were building an all-EPAC team, Kane and Parsley would be on there. Parsley has the size. She's a floor general. She plays defense. When you look at the stats, we talk about that later, you'll hear more.
But we are underway here in set 2 of JV. Good swing there from the Trojans. Cardinals get it going. And
there's a net violation on Hampshire, number 9.
Going against
Comer.
Yeah, Comer looked like, so. Point for the Cardinals, and they will try to get off to a better start here in set 2 after falling behind early on. And another point here for Spring Mills on the ace. Again, not certain who 34 is, but she's done a good job.
Well, 3 plus 4 is 7. Could it be Markowski? No, I shouldn't joke like that. Oh, great swing. Great swing. Single block situation. We used to tell our middles, you hit the V, you shoot the V. And when she swung, she lifted her thumb up just slightly, which allows her to cut the ball. She beats the V, the single block in the middle for the kill.
That one gets over. Good serve, it looked like, as it was a difficult play for the Cardinals, but they're able to get it back over the net, and now a whistle and a point going for Hampshire. So 2-2 our score.
Yep. And the net violation, I believe, was on Kiesecker.
Stewart back to serve for Hampshire. She gets it over.
Yeah, so right now, Spring Mills is out of system in a lot of their serve-receive attempts.
And we have another point that wasn't necessarily an earned point, but a violation, making it 3-2. So Spring Mills takes it back.
Yeah, I just wish there would be a little bit more consistency. Really at the JV level, almost every setting attempt you could call hands. So
well, that ball's out, so a point for Hampshire.
Now he called a lift. He called prolonged contact on the offhand, which again, you see that often at many different levels.
So what was that, 3 or 4 points in a row now that that puts an end to that, but that were violations. 4-3 our score in favor of Hampshire as they get the ace. Pierce doing the serving. She was able to get that ace last time. We'll see what she can do with this serve. And it's going to be another ace. Back-to-back aces for Emerson Pierce, the 5'10 sophomore, or 5'6 sophomore.
Yeah, Burkholder got beat to the line. Yeah, and I think there probably was some indecision about whether or not it was in or out.
And that one hits the net. 5-4 our score. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought maybe he was going to head out, but looked like Spring Mills definitely hesitated on it. 5-4 our score. Hampshire now back serving, and this is where Spring Mills went on their run last time, and she starts with a ace.
It happens again.
So 5-5 now the score. Hampshire continuing to do the serving here for Spring Mills and see if the Cardinals can go on another big run here in set 2. Hampshire.
That's deep. That was definitely out. The jump bump gets you. And that results in an ace. That's an ace.
Yeah. It was above the head, it looked like, of
Stewart,
but she still played it.
Yeah, if you're 5'7" and you're jump bumping.
So Spring Mills takes advantage, gets the point, 6-5. Another good serve going over.
Oh, what a
good
great
swing.
Yeah, real nice. That was textbook. And Burkholder answers. Oh, and Davenport's just a little bit, our timing just a little bit off. She needs to extend that arm, reach way up.
Is that C or Comer, do you think, that had that one? That kind of set the offense up for, I think it was C over there.
Yeah, it was definitely C who hit outside.
Yeah.
She takes such a great approach. I'd like to see him go back to her there. And a hands call. So frustrating.
So point goes back to Spring Mills, 7-6. here in set 2 of JV action.
Lexi Wetzel, the setter for Hampshire, she just needs to get her feet around, set with your feet first. It's tight, real tight.
See another good play there at the net, and she gets the point.
Yeah, you almost have to contort to be able to make contact with that. You've got to get there quick, and then you have to really reach, so that when you land, you don't either go under the net or into the net.
See now with a good serve.
Great serve, and Burkholder with the miss hit. That's what I was talking about a little bit earlier. She'll work on that timing. I think she has the athletic ability. She's got great hops. She just mishit it. And Spring Mills never went back to their bases for serve receive, so they were out of rotation. So that actually will not go in the books as an ace or as a stat for C.
Right. So the rotational error gets the point for Hampshire now at 9-7. C, another good serve, and this should end up being an ace, and it will. So Maddie C has given quite the lift to the Hampshire Trojans here in set number 2 of JV action. They now take a 10-7 lead over the Spring Mills Cardinals.
Hey, this is why serve receive is such an important element of practice.
Davenport hits it out.
And you certainly can't fault. I mean, Hampshire did exactly what they're supposed to do, but Spring Mills in that situation also did exactly what they want to do. Davenport just didn't snap and follow through. But then she comes back and makes a great play, saving the apparent ace. Great job by Davenport. Certainly makes up for the hitting error.
Yep, she ends up getting the point and the serve back to Spring Mills at 11-8. Burkholder will go back and serve again. The freshman sends it over, and that's an ace. 11-9 our score. Burkholder has got the Cardinals another point as they continue to kind of trade points here in set 2. Pretty back and forth, and Burkholder, good serve there. Trying to set something up, but it looked like missed timing and not a great set either. So I think they were trying to get it for Davenport, but then it ended up being Eiler having to play it, and she didn't seem to be ready for it. 12-9 our score. Eiler digs it out. Davenport sends one over. Swing from the back line from Hampshire. Again, C with a good play to keep it alive. Cardinals now trying to set up the offense, and that one's out. So Hampshire has had a nice run here in set 2, 13-9, and the Cardinals are going to burn their first time out. So our score, Hampshire 13, Spring Mills 9. We will take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 30.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back to Spring Mills High School. Our score, Hampshire 13, Spring Mills 9. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Jim Klein, Colin McLaughlin, our cameraman, Dylan Bishop back in the studio. Our score, again, a 4-point lead here for Hampshire. They have the serve, and the Trojans send it over. Spring Mills trying to get it going to win set 2, which would win the match, and Hampshire is not going away, though without a fight. Now 14-9 our score.
Yeah, Davenport's just got to win the ball. Whoever touches the ball in that situation when you're jousting is usually the person who's going to win.
That one falls in for an ace.
Yeah, I think Coach Salfia is running some different players in this second set. It looked like some massive confusion there between Hiller and Fuebu. More trouble.
Another ace for Hampshire at 16-9, our score here in set 2. So the Trojans trying to extend this match into a set 3. And it looks like at this point that they are going to do that, but the service error gets the point back to Spring Mills. So still a lot of points to go in this one and a chance potentially for Spring Mills to get back into it at 16-10. Eiler goes back to serve the libero, and she sends it over. And
Eiler
will be an ace.
Yeah, she did what she needed to do. It was a good deep serve, but she can't stop at one. Eiler needs to run off a couple here. It's a 5-point lead with 9 to go for Hampshire.
And she gets a service error.
Yeah, when you get to this middle portion of the set, you can't trade points. So one and done is just not – it's not good enough if you want to dig back out of it. Now, conversely, Hampshire needs to do the exact same thing. I mean, they got to go on a run. If you go one and done, you bring them right back in, and this is who wants to win.
Service error there for the Trojans as Wetzel couldn't get it over. So we're back to the front lines, or first line for each team at 17-12.
That's a floater at the 3.
Service ace for the Cardinals.
Yeah, if you're watching at home and if you can see the rotation of the ball, I mean, it's like a knuckleball, so the ball is moving ever so slightly. It's very difficult to pass. Oh, he's in the net. Yeah, they kind of bumped into each other, and Emerson Pierce kind of just lost her balance just enough to kind of hang in the net for a second.
See if I was going to say, I thought maybe Hampshire might burn one here with a 3-point game.
Gotta
they
see
get the point
free
back.
Ball. Yeah, and these are things, JV level in practice you gotta work on. Serve, receive, and transition. We'd probably spend, in the 10 years I coached, probably an hour to hour and a half of every practice on those things.
Hampshire will get it over. Spring Mills trying to set up its offense. Hampshire gets it over, and the ball is out. A point for the Cardinals now at 18-15, a crucial time in this match.
Yeah, and a good decision by Spurgeon. I'm not sure if you noticed. What she did is she ran to the line and put her feet on the line, something that we coached often. Because if her feet are on the line, the ball is out. Chase the ball in every play to the sideline or end line. And see with another real tough situation, but she stayed with it.
Pierce gets it over.
All right. Back in system. Here you go. Burkholder
nearly gets the kill. A good dig, though, from the Trojans. Burkholder again with the soft touch that time, and the point for the Cardinals. 18-16.
The Hampshire libero did a great job of trying to find the open spot. The setter from the one base is who I would think should be playing that.
Burkholder with the soft touch again, gets it over, 18-16.
She goes up with her left hand that time. Oh, and a free ball. She could have swung at that. C's just a really nice player on the outside.
Yeah, she's done a lot of good things for this Hampshire team. At 18-16, another good swing from C.
This is trouble.
Spring Mills is able to send it over.
Yeah, Spring Mills on the deep free ball.
Offense going. They don't. Blocked at the net. Burkholder and Hampshire combined for it. And it's 18-17. I'm surprised no timeout coming from the Trojans.
Yeah.
Spring Mills has flipped the momentum.
4-0 run.
5.
Now 5. Now 5?
Yeah. Because it's 18-18.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it comes down to those missed serves. And then now the Spring Mills is on a run again.
Yeah, they're feeling good with Schlosser back there serving. She's done a nice job, and they're getting in system. Abshire.
It's in, too.
Has it played.
Free ball.
Get back.
Slow.
Spring Mills trying to get its offense going in. Here's Burkholder, and it's
Good rally, both teams.
Both teams going back. Hampshire with the block. Hampshire sticks with it and gets it over. 18-18, set 2.
10 line.
1-0 lead here in the match for Spring Mills.
Another free ball.
And nobody was able to get to it that time as Eiler and Hampshire both kind of hesitated on playing that ball, and it falls in after the long volley for a point for Hampshire now at 19-18. So they get the lead back. Pierce gets it over. Another tough play, and Spring Mills keeps it alive. Blocked, off block.
Great dig by Schlosser.
Burkholder finding the point.
You see, a great elevation, great play. And I don't fault Hampshire at all because they played that point as close to perfect as you can be. Burkholder just beat the defense on the cut, on the acute angle.
So we're tied at 19, and Hampshire goes back to serve. We saw her big run here in set 1, but she gets a service error. Wow. So the Trojans get the point back, and now a chance to take control here in set number 2. Comer going back to serve. She gets it over. Digged by the Lady Cardinals.
Way out.
And that one's out. So another point for Hampshire.
Yeah, the leadership of Eiler and Abshire, 2 errors in a row. It's still, oh my. I'm going to serve receive error. 3 in a row. It's still have a shot.
It was 16-10 at one point. Now 22-19 Hampshire.
Nice.
And Spring Mills falling apart here. Give credit, though, to Comer. She's had some good serves to make it difficult on the Lady Cardinals. And now our score 23-19 in favor of the Hampshire Trojans. That one goes into the net. So not over yet here at 23-20, but Spring Mills will need a run.
Yeah, Spring Mills needs to score 4. 3's not enough because you give a set point on the miss at 3. Got to be 4.
Let's see if they're able to do it. Fogbu going back to serve. That one's out. So 23-21.
There's a net violation. There's a net violation on the down R2.
So never mind. Point Hampshire. So 24-20 our score as the net violation takes away what would have been a point for Spring Mills. And C going back to serve for the Trojans, and we're headed to set 3. 25-20 our final score. Hampshire holds on to win it. It got close here in set 2 quite a bit, but they were able to take this set, and we head to set 3 at 25-20 here in set 2 in favor of the Hampshire Trojans. Let's take a 1-minute break. When we return, we'll have set 3. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School as we head to set 3, Jim. A good fought match so far on both sides. Teams seem pretty even. It's gone back and forth several times. Looked like there for a second maybe Spring Mills was going to pick up its momentum that it had in set 1 and take control in set 2. But the Trojans were able to hold on to their early lead and hold off a Spring Mills comeback to get the win there in set 2. What did you take away from it?
Yeah, there were 3 critical mistakes, right around that 20 mark where the older of your JV team, your more experienced, Bell Abshire and Kennedy Eiler, had a service error by Abshire, down ball error by Eiler, and then on the very next play, Kelsey Burkholder had a serve-receive issue. So, certainly the set was not determined by those 3 points. The problem is the timing of 3 points in a row at, 20 all. It's very difficult statistically when the lead exceeds the number of points remaining in the set. With rally score, you can't account for 1 point per play, because with a 3-point lead and 2 points to go at 23-20, there's no trading. You got to go on a 4-point run or you give up a set point. So here we are, Hampshire with the first serve.
And Hampshire gets it over. Spring Mills trying to respond.
It should have been Spring Mills serve, unless they do a coin toss for game 3, which...
That one played at the net. Spring Mills gets it over this time. Hampshire trying to set up some offense. Long volley to begin things, and the point will go to the Cardinals.
Good swing by Laney Stewart. Just didn't go.
So 1-0 Spring Mills here in set 3. That one gets over, digged by Hampshire. Good back and forth here in the third and final set of this JV match, and that one is out. Another point for Spring Mills, so they take an early 2-0 lead over the Hampshire Trojans here in set 3. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Jim Klein here for West Virginia High School volleyball action. This one almost turns into an ace. Hampshire trying to get it over. They do. Good block. Just gets over the net. Spring Mills plays it.
Yeah, it's in.
Yeah, they're going to roll that in. I thought it did just barely kind of hug that line and get in. So, point for the Cardinals, and so far it's been a good start to this set for Spring Mills. Another good serve there. For some reason, nobody played it on the Hampshire side, and
yeah, we used to use
point for the Cardinals.
We would use the word mine. It was never I got it or anything like that. It's mine, and you continue to call the ball until someone stops. So it's mine, 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 mine.
Hampshire off to a slow start here in this third and final set. Now 5-0 Spring Mills. Great run to start set 3.
Oh, another good serve.
And that one's in.
Yeah, it's a good serve. It's a timeout.
6-0 Spring Mills. Hampshire burns the timeout. This is West Virginia High School volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 30.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
We welcome you back to Spring Mills High School. Cardinals 6, Hampshire nothing here in set number 3 of West Virginia High School volleyball action. And there's the first point for Hampshire. As we have seen throughout the match, a good match from Maddie C., the sophomore. She's only listed at 5'2", but has the ability to make a lot of good plays from that outside hitter position. She made another one there to make it 6-1. And that ball is headed out, and another point for the Cardinals here at 7-1.
Yeah, when you get down 6-7 early in the match, you want to focus on the little things. But, man, you just can't give up a run now. You can't go, trade one at a time. Even mini runs at 2 and 3 points can get you back in it. Wow, what a great serve by Schlosser.
And that one is in. So 7-2 our score now. Still Spring Mills on top. We saw a 7-2 Trojan lead in set 1 before Spring Mills came back and ended up kind of getting a big win in that first set.
Out.
That one is out.
Good decision. So there's your 2-point run. You'd like to see go for one more, but
good job by Pierce to do what you talk about all the time, put the feet on the back line and watch it go out. 7-3 our score. Spring Mills, Hampshire with a good swing, and that falls in for the point and the kill. 8-3, Spring Mills on top. Going out, or going back to serve now is Hampshire. She had that big run in that first set to help Spring Mills take set 1, and now a hitting error going against Hampshire. Another point for Spring Mills, now at 9-3.
Hands are called.
9-3 our score. Hampshire goes back to serve. Spring Mills on top here in set 3. Another good serve from Hampshire.
Yeah,
Burkholder.
Good decision by C to just send it.
Off block.
Yeah, and that's going to steal or kill. They call a net violation on Hampshire that steals the kill from Burkholder.
Yeah, either way would have been a point, but
yeah,
you don't get the stat there if you're Burkholder. Hampshire now gets it over again. Another good serve from her.
Oh, setter dump. Don't like seeing that. That was a good pass, too.
Davenport blocked at the net, but unable to get it over on the block, and the point falls in for the Cardinals now, 11-3.
Yeah, a very unorthodox attack by Davenport, but for as unorthodox as it was, also effective.
Yeah, Comer had some issues trying to get the block back over, and it ends up falling in. Hampshire, another good serve.
Yeah, increasing difficulty now. Did you notice that? She was very aggressive with that serve, and they get a free ball. Now they got to use it.
That one blocked with the roof. That time Comer did get the block to go over the net and get the point there for Hampshire. 11-4 our score.
Yeah, Fuebu has such good height. She just got there so early, so all of the momentum that she had coming forward, she had to hold that energy.
Davenport has it blocked, but gets it over. Comer swings too hard and out of bounds.
Yeah, a good swing by Comer. Not terrible, just, you can't swing straight, and the closer that it gets pulled towards the 2, you got to,
It was a tough angle.
Yep, it was a very difficult angle. Or she's got to take something off it.
12-4 our score. Hampshire, I thought they went underneath.
4. Yeah, no, he called 4.
Yeah.
The R2 called 4.
I thought at first maybe she went under the net, but either way, like you said, that was definitely too many hits. So
yeah.
13-4 our score.
I mean, no one jumped to block, so I don't know how that R1 could have thought it was anything but 4.
Spring Mills getting it going. Burkholder that time gets the kill, 14-4. She's had a good match.
Yeah, she has had a good match. And I'll tell you what, I'd like to run her through step drills where you put her on the outside and make her repeat her approach over and over and over again.
She's only a freshman, so I'm sure they'll continue to see the progress. But really, I mean, we've been watching this team since really match 1, and we've seen some growth from this JV squad till now. So impressive from a lot of different players and how they've improved since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, again, that was a real good defense. C with a very aggressive down ball. That's in.
Yeah,
and another kill gets stolen. That's okay. both teams are playing hard. Both teams are working hard.
Yeah, I think in those situations, even though you're not going to get the stat for it, you can go back and say, hey, we had some really good execution that we would have still got those points. So I think that's a positive that Spring Mills has done a lot of that and not having to rely on the other team's mistakes to get points. Burkholder, another good swing, and that's in.
Yeah, she goes line. She took the approach off 1 foot. And that's, then that's great. It was a good adjustment. It's a tribute to her athleticism.
17-4, and Spring Mills has just dominated this third and final set to most likely go on to win this JV match. C can't get it over, another point.
And it's a great effort. Great effort by C. She was really pushed through the ball, trying to hit line just a little bit too much.
C gets it over that time, causes some issues for the Cardinals and gets the point for the Trojans. Now 18-5, and C will go back to serve. So it does feel like with how she's played tonight that if a run's going to happen for Hampshire, this would be the time to do it.
Yeah, she's got some good experience. I really like the way she plays.
And there's another point for the Trojans. And Spring Mills couldn't get it over on the serve receive, so 18-6. Let's see if the Cardinals can get something going here. Schlosser off the dig by C. Comer gets it over.
Perfect pass. Got to use it. It's a shoot.
Burkholder played it with the hands, it looked like there, or a lift. 18-7.
Yeah, if she plays the ball with one hand, he can't call that. He calls double contact on the attack, which
it was a difficult angle. It looked like, again, for Burkholder. She tried to do her best, but she got called for the violation. 18-7 our score. Spring Mills, another point going to the Trojans. So
Davenport and Schlosser kind of ran into each other. And even when you attack, we used to call that a red.
A 4-0 Hampshire run, now 18-8 our score. Spring Mills still well in control, but doesn't want this to get into too close here, as Hampshire has shown fight throughout the match. There's the point.
And it's setting error.
Yep. So those continue to hurt both teams and takes away any momentum that Hampshire had on the set. Burkholder will go back to serve at 19-8. Gets it over. Good dig from Hampshire, but not great rotation there as they let the point fall in 20-8.
Yeah, results in an ace.
Good block. Hampshire gets it over and falls in. Another point for the Lady Cardinals, 21-18, or 21-8, excuse me. Spring Mills on top here in this third and final set, looking for the 2-1 victory here in JV action. And it's going to be...
There's an inadvertent whistle.
So the whistle will cause a replay.
Yeah, C made a good play at the bench, and the official inadvertently blows the whistle. It's interesting. We got some grief about the table location at the beginning of the match, safety of the players, and then here's a situation in which there's karmic whistling.
Yeah. 21-8.
He could have called the hands there, and he does late. That's a good call.
So Spring Mills gets the point, 22-8. Burkholder going back to serve again. And part of this kind of closing out run here for Spring Mills as they look to put it away. Hampshire gets it over, but it's out. Point for the Lady Cardinals, 23-8.
Well, Burkholder certainly has done her job. I mean, not only with, in the front row with her attack, but here coming back to the end line. She goes again.
Hampshire just didn't really get good timing on that one, and the point doesn't go, or the ball doesn't go over. So 24-8 our score. Stort had an issue timing it up. Spring Mills getting ready for its senior night at 24-8, looking to win the JV match. Back and forth here. Comer. Dig by the Cardinals. Eiler sends a deep ball. Comer at the net gets it over. See if Spring Mills can get into its offense. Davenport for the win, denied.
Oh, Burkholder with a perfect pass. Now she gets, oh my goodness, in a bad set. The hands are called on set point. Looked like that could have terminated the play. Burkholder comes to the bench. Hampshire back with a chance to cut into the lead. Only got to do 16 in a row.
24-9 our score. As Hampshire gets the point. Get it over this time. Set up for Davenport. A good dig from Hampshire. Stork gets it over. Another good dig on the other side from Spring Mills, but looked like a miscommunication for the Cardinals there between Davenport and Kaplan. So 24-10 our score.
Oh, that's an ace.
Yep. Kaplan can't play it, and it falls in for a point, 24-11.
Hampshire needs 14 in a row.
The libero here for Hampshire.
That's the set.
She sends it into the net, and Spring Mills takes it in 3 against Hampshire here in JV volleyball. We will take a 5-minute break or so, and when we return, we will have or get you set for the varsity match. This is West Virginia High School volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Dylan, we're going to take a 5-minute break. May come back early depending on what happens with these senior night festivities and when they exactly get those started. But let's go ahead and take the break now and then see if we need to adjust. This is West Virginia High School volleyball. Actually, let's take like a 2-minute break, and then we'll see where we need to go from there. This is West Virginia High School volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
We welcome you back here, EPAC volleyball tonight, but we have senior night action first before the volleyball match, so let's turn it over.
While writing my senior speech, I recognized that I did not get here on my own, so I composed what I consider to be a love letter to those that shaped me in my volleyball career. I first want to thank Coach Mike Nelson. You may be one of our competitors right now, but I will never be able to repay you for the love and support you gave me when starting on a new sport. Our Blue Crush family will always have a special place in my heart. I also want to shout out Evelyn Jennings, who introduced me to the game of volleyball. If it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. I would like to recognize some more of my past coaches. Coach Megan, Coach Jamie, Coach Kendra, Coach Jackson, Coach Warner, and Coach Wolf. Thank you for being pivotal in my high school career and guiding me to where I am today. To Coach Nessa, thank you for always being vulnerable with me and making me become a better volleyball player. I am thankful for your advice on and off the court. To Coach Shalka and Coach Stanley, thank you for being there for me this year and leading me through my last year in high school. You both have leadership skills that I will constantly look up to. Coach Ron, thank you for showing up for Anna and I. You aren't just a coach to me, you are a family. And since it's my senior night, I think we need to bring back the safety leg one more time. And to Coach Ron's daughters, Jada and Ella, never give up with the game of volleyball. You both have something so special, and I can't wait to watch you two grow as athletes. Coach Sam, I can't think of a better ending to my high school career than to have you as my coach. You have always acknowledged my successes and held me accountable for the mistakes I make. Thank you for all you have done and all that you will continue to do for Springville volleyball. To my mom, thank you for being the best team mom and best friend to me. Without your support, I wouldn't be where I am today. To Dad, for making me my teammates crack up to our long talks after games. You always congratulate me on my success and show up, and I'm blessed to have parents like you. Thank you for the endless hours spent driving me to practices and traveling to each tournament. You have not only supported me, but you have supported my team, and I couldn't have done without you guys. To my family, who never stopped showing up for me, you guys are the biggest blessing in my life. To my nanny and papa, me, mom, and dad, nanny, Goat, and the rest of my family, you showing up and showing your support means more than I think you will ever know. You guys are the biggest inspiration. Thank you for wearing your Gracie pins proudly. To Mr. Salvia, your willingness to show up for us whenever you have a free moment to cheer us on means more than I think you know. To Ariana, I am thankful that the game of volleyball has led me to meet my lifelong best friend. You are the strongest, most inspiring person I have ever played with, and I am blessed to have had someone all these years to get through the hard, the sad, and the good times with. From being innocent 8th graders sitting in front of the bus to being seniors that sit in the back, this has been the most incredible journey. A lot of things have been pushed our way, and we have always come together and find our way out. This may be our last year playing volleyball together, but I know that no matter where life takes us, you will always be the 7 to my 11. To the rest of the team, thank you for the endless memories and laughs. We have been through a lot, and without each other, we wouldn't be where we are now. You all have something so special and unique, and I never want you to forget how much talent you have. I will always be your big sister, and you know you can come to me with anything. I am making a promise that I will continue to show up for you guys. I will miss the dinner dates, Chipotle, bus rides, and our days in the locker room. Those are memories I will cherish forever. And lastly, to my freshman. Taking these 4 years. When people say they go fast, I never believe them. But take it from me, it does. You are going to go through hard times, and when you think it's never going to get better, just remember that it will. I want you to participate, push hard, and never give up on the goal you have for yourself. I have many thanks to everyone who continued to show up for me. I owe you all a ton. Peace out, GK. It's hard to believe, but these men have been sitting there in front of us since then.
And finally tonight we are honoring senior setter, team captain, Ariana Parsley. Anna is the daughter of David and Kimberly Parsley. She's being escorted tonight by her mom, Kimberly, the
biggest goal most. Planning for you guys this season has been so fun. You are always there to make me laugh and put a smile on my face. I wish everything the best for all of you in the future, and thank you for all the memories. To Gracie, my best friend, my pepper partner, my 7-11 duo, my starters in 3 and the person who plays the best. I love you so much. I wouldn't want to be sharing this moment with anyone else. Playing volleyball with you will be something I'll be very excited about. These past years have been full of laughs and good times we could live. I'm so thankful for that 12 years and members. I'm so glad I was able to find the best friend for life. Never stop following your heart, and I can't wait to be a part of your next chapter in life. You seriously mean so much to me. More than words can describe. I love you. A couple of my favorite memories of the years have been improving dinners, especially treats, jumping in the water that was on the biggest line. Chipotle, Mickey perfume, Kiwis, Walmart runs, head tops, PGPs, football games together, funny edits of our games, and random dance parties. These past 4 years have been the best moments of my life. I want to say a huge thank you to all my friends and family. Thank you to my mom and dad for being there for me throughout everything. Thank you to my brother and sister for always supporting me. Thank you for all the encouraging words and support. And finally, thank you to all my coaches throughout the years. Coach Daniel, Coach Megan, Coach Ron, Coach Shane, and Coach since the beginning, as well as Coach Nessa. Thank you all for teaching me to play now. Thank you, Coach Sapio, Coach Stanley, and Coach Sam, for everything you contributed to the program, and for Gracie. Your efforts never go unnoticed. Thank you, Coach Wolf, Coach Jackson, Coach Warner, and Coach Kendra for believing in me. And I want to thank all other coaches that have guided me through the way and got me to the point where I am now. I love you all, and I want to be the outstanding person I am without you all.
I believe that concludes our senior night festivities here, as I thought maybe there would be one more thing, but we had 3 seniors being honored, Spring Mills' manager, and then, of course, seniors Ariana Parsley and Gracie Kane. Jim, before we take another break here, oh, here's that last thing I was waiting for. Okay, so giving the Hampshire seniors their recognition. But, Jim, what I was going to say is, as you mentioned it during the JV match, 2 really talented players, but also they seem like really nice girls, too. Gracie Kane, Ariana Parsley being honored here tonight. Any thoughts on them as players and what they've brought to this Spring Mills team over the past 4 years?
I think that they both bring great attitudes from what I've watched. I started doing games in 2020, so this is my 4th year, so I've watched some of these kids, since their freshman season, and the leadership that they bring to the floor, the fact that they don't quit. I actually bumped into Gracie Kane back in July. I had a family relative. We swung by Firebox 55, and I had a nice conversation with Gracie about her volleyball career and the goals for her senior season. And I believe if they run their offense to its capability, Spring Mills could surprise people with a deep playoff run. Keep in mind, they play Sophia Mitchell, a freshman. McKenna Mullen has been a dynamic outside freshman. Sasha Connor, I like the way she hits on the outside. And then they also, have another freshman who's gotten some time, Gabby Mallett, with some settings. So the point being, Spring Mills only lost Peyton Dugan from last year's team. There's only 2 seniors on this team. The wisdom and experience that they impart as this season finishes is priceless. So I'm glad they had the opportunity to be recognized. They're fantastic athletes, seem to be good students. And I'd just like to see them play well here on their senior recognition night. Okay, we'll take a 5-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches.
This is West Virginia High School Volleyball here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg. Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood, West Virginia is closing its doors forever. I'm Lori, and my father started this jewelry store 48 years ago. It's bittersweet for us to retire and go out of business, but we are so grateful to you.
I'm Dave. Stop by now and receive up to 70% off our entire inventory. It's our way of saying thank you to our cherished clients who have treated us like family for so many years.
Larry DeMarco team at Modern Realty Results believes buying a new home requires a dedicated team that cares about your needs and concerns. Our experienced team is from the area, and we care about this community because it is our home as well. Whether it's a $30,000 home or a $3 million home, we will be hands-on and invested throughout the entire process. Thinking of buying or selling in West Virginia? We've got the tri-state area covered.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here to the Cardinal Coliseum. We will now get into our coaches' interviews. We will start with the head coach of the Hampshire Trojans, Megan Fuller, and then hear from head coach of the Spring Mills Cardinals, Coach Junkin. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Colin had the interview with Coach Junkin. Here is my interview with Coach Fuller.
Now joined by the head coach of the Hampshire Trojans, Megan Fuller. Coach, your team so far this season, this is the first time we've seen them on TV 10, so what can you tell us about how your team's done so far?
Well, we've had some ups and downs this year. We've had a few injuries prior to the official season getting started. We've had 2 ACL tears, and then we had a small block of time where our libero was hurt as well. She's back now. So, we've had some ups and downs. We've played well at times, played not so well at times. We are young in some areas, so that is to be expected at times.
You mentioned dealing with injuries and having to have young players stepped in. Who has really, stood out to you for your team?
My libero is a big part of our team. She is a second-year starter for us, but we've also we start 2 sophomores. Heisley Kiter is our new addition this year. She's a right side hitter, and she also sets part of the time, but she's just made huge strides since her JV year last year as a freshman.
Spring Mills is a solid team out of the EPAC. What have you seen from them so far this season?
We haven't played them yet, but we have been in tournaments with them and obviously seen them on TV a few times. But, their size, of course, is what you notice right off the bat, and that we're going to have to make sure that we take that into consideration when we're playing on the net and just defensive passing in general.
What do you try to do when you face a team that maybe has the height advantage?
Well, we definitely try to put variety in our offense. We talk about our defensive passing and where we want balls and where we don't want balls, and the same with our setting, trying to get those balls in places that are advantageous to us and allow us to get good swings on the ball.
What will be some keys to get the win tonight?
Making sure that we are really looking at Spring Mills hitters and their body language on offense and being able to move our defense into the position to play. Because, their height changes the court a little bit. It shortens the court when you have such height at the net.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Now joined by the head coach of the Spring Mills Cardinals, Sam Junkin. Coach Junkin, you guys take on Hampshire tonight. Still a regional opponent, but a team that you don't see too often in the season. What are you looking forward to in this match?
Really just focusing on our internal game here. I mean, that's who we need to be. That's where we need to tighten up. Just consistency throughout. First ball contact all the way through the end of the match. That's the big thing that we're trying to focus on today.
Winding down the regular season right now, how do you think your team has performed so far in the past few weeks?
Better. We're moving in. We're trying to progress and improve every game. There's things that we carry away from every match, no matter if we win or lose, on what we can do to improve. Sectionals is the biggest thing that we've got on our minds right now. We've got a couple Maryland teams we'll play next week to kind of help, tighten some of those things up, and then look forward to carrying that momentum into the sectionals.
By any chance, I don't know if it has been set yet. Do you know if the sectional opponents have been set?
I believe we're going to end up coming in against Hedgesville, if I'm not mistaken. So, but either one, it's going to be Hedgesville or Musselman, but I think we'll be prepared for either one if it is.
It's also senior night tonight for your team. Just tell us about your seniors and how much they've meant to your program and what you're going to miss about them.
There's some great leaders on the floor. Gracie Kane and Ariana Parsley. just really been some foundational elements that we've used to kind of start this first season with me running the program. So it's been great to have that. Luckily, we've got some great juniors coming up the side here, but I think they've learned a lot from the way that Varsity manages it, and looking forward to it.
What's your team need to do to get the win tonight against Hampshire?
First ball contact. We just like any team, we go the way our passing does for serve receive. If we stay in system, we can beat any team in West Virginia. So that's the biggest thing we have to do.
All right, Coach. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Thank you and appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank you to both Coach Fuller and Coach Junkin for joining us here on the pregame show, and Colin as well for helping us out that second interview. But we will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will get you both teams' lineups and break down this varsity matchup a little bit further. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 2 minutes.
Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood, West Virginia is closing its doors forever. I'm Lori, and my father started this jewelry store 48 years ago. It's bittersweet for us to retire and go out of business, but we are so grateful to you.
I'm Dave. Stop by now and receive up to 70% off our entire inventory. It's our way of saying thank you to our cherished clients who have treated us like family for so many years.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Back here to Spring Mills High School. Nick Verzolini alongside me. Jim Klein here as we get you set for Hampshire and Spring Mills. Jim, we know a lot about this Spring Mills team. Don't know a ton about Hampshire, but they do have two players that have been injured with ACL tears. I learned that from Coach Fuller. So both Sardo and Baxter have been out the entire season for this team. Looks like a pretty veteran team for the most part. A lot of seniors, a lot of juniors as well. It's Spring Mills senior night, and Coach Junkin said kind of something that you've indicated all season long. If they play in system, at the end of his interview, he said to Colin, they can beat any team in the state. So he believes in his group, and you do too. We know this is a talented Spring Mills team that even if they're going to be the, 4 seed in their section, looks like as of right now, they could make a run. They're dangerous.
Absolutely. And it's all predicated by their ball control. I mean, when they pass well, when they run their offense, the defense has got to be on its heels. I mean, keep in mind, they got a 6'2" right side player. I coached 10 years. I coached against a North Hagerstown High School kid who at 6'3" got full rides to like Virginia and William and Mary and all of these different schools. Sam Stevens is the real deal on that right side. So not only do you have to run, if you're Hampshire, your full line of defense with the outside hitters that they have, Bolliard and Connor, and and Mitchell might even run some outside, Mullen. You've got to be prepared to beat Spring Mills in all three zones of the court. However, they've got to pass the ball. What I saw against Martinsburg 2 weeks ago, what we've seen against Musselman and some of the other teams, Spring Mills gets into a situation where they get flat. They fail to make adjustments in serve-receive and allow other teams to have big runs. So that's what they really need to avoid tonight. They've got to really play scrappy in serve-receive, try to stay in system as much as possible. And I think that this is a good opportunity for them to really show what they can do as they gear up for playoffs.
Yeah, you look at it on the Hampshire side, and just on paper, one thing that stands out, we know the Spring Mills height. They really don't have that height on this Hampshire team. Tallest player being 5'11". Everybody else is 5'8" or shorter, or actually, I'm sorry, 5'9" or shorter. So not a ton of height on the Hampshire side going up against this tall Spring Mills team, and that was the first thing Coach Fuller brought up when talking about the Cardinals. They would have to find ways to work against that height. Jim, what you've seen in the past, when there is a height advantage for one team, what did you try to do as a coach to, I guess, if you were the team with the disadvantage, not make that, I guess, the deciding factor in the match?
Yeah, that's a great point. In 99, we were a smaller team. Gosh, I date myself. We talk about that. We came off of our first state title. We came in as a smaller team. So you know what we did? We went up-tempo. And I mean, we went every practice, every play, as fast as you can go. We actually ran a string, a piece of kite string from the top of the antenna, from one antenna to the other antenna. And it was difficult because we had to tie the antennas off, and then we pulled that string as tight as you could get. Now, it still sagged a little bit, but the whole idea was the ball never goes higher than the antenna. Everything that we did in play, whether or not it was serving, passing, everything, we wanted the ball to come flat to the setter's hands. We wanted the sets to be quick, low, hut, whatever you want to call it. We ran a lot of slides, lots of misdirection, but everything as fast as we could because speed mitigates size. If, you know, as tall as the front row might be of Spring Mills, if you can set faster than they can move, then you get one-on-one matchups. And then you got a better chance in the one-on-one matchup to beat somebody. Or with misdirection. If the middle jab steps left and then comes behind the setter off 1 foot like they're going to make a layup, we call that a slide. You get a chance where maybe you can fool the middle blocker into either not blocking or sliding too far, and those types of misdirection plays when you add speed to the mix can cause or wreak some havoc.
So let's give you both teams' lineups here tonight. We'll start with the visitors for Hampshire. Again, Sardo and Baxter injured, so they have the senior number 30, Dakota Strauderman, the senior number 3, Danny Knight, the senior number 4, Jocelyn Hartman, the senior number 24, Eliza Van Meter, the junior number 11, Sarah Ponnell, the junior number 5, Cora McBride, the junior number 6, Addie Brill, the junior number 16, Madison Skeely, the junior number 15, Caden Fairs, the sophomore number 10, Summer Giffen, the sophomore number 9, Heisley Kiter, and the sophomore number 7, Lexi Wetzel. On the Spring Mills side, we've seen this team several times this year. They have the junior number 1, Jaden Junkin, the freshman number 3, Mallory Schlossler, the junior number 4, Bella Abshire, the junior number 5, Emma Jones, the freshman number 6, Sophia Mitchell, the senior number 7, Ariana Parsley, the junior number 8, Maddie McDaniel, the freshman number 9, McKenna Mullen, the sophomore number 10, Brooke Everhart, the senior number 11, Gracie Kane, the junior number 12, Isabel Bolyard, the sophomore number 13, Sasha Connor, the freshman number 14, Gabby Mallett, the junior number 15, Sammy Stevens, and the junior number 16, Riley Ranchford. So we get ready here for the national anthem. Let's go ahead and take another 2-minute break. And we're going to probably have starting lineups as well. So let's take a 3-minute break, and then we will have set one here of this match between Hampshire and Spring Mills. Again, we're back in 3 minutes with the start of set one. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
WVU Medicine is proud once again to present the Bob Bariner Apple Trample 5K on Saturday, October 21st in conjunction with the 44th Mountain State Apple Harvest Festival. This is a great event for runners, walkers, and families to enjoy. Register by October 1st for the early bird rate. To register for the Apple Trample 5K, go online to the festival website at msahf.com. Be a part of this community tradition. Run or walk the Bob Bariner Apple Trample 5K.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood, West Virginia is closing its doors forever. I'm Lori, and my father started this jewelry store 48 years ago. It's bittersweet for us to retire and go out of business, but we are so grateful to you.
I'm Dave. Stop by now and receive up to 70% off our entire inventory. It's our way of saying thank you to our cherished clients who have treated us like family for so many years.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
And rise through the
welcome you back here to the Cardinal Coliseum. West Virginia High School volleyball action here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Jim Klein. Jim, what do you think will be kind of some keys here tonight for these two teams?
Well, I think Hampshire has to come out very fast. I think that they got to come out, serve well, and try to get Spring Mills on their heels. Maybe get them to press a little bit. Conversely, I think Spring Mills needs to, it's difficult to do. You want to cheer your seniors, but you kind of gotta put some of that emotion aside. You gotta come out and regain your focus and then do your job. That's kind of what you gotta do. Do your job. And if you do your job, based on what we've seen on paper, height, the way that we've seen Spring Mills play before, if they do their job, they should be able to take quick control of this match.
Yeah, and I think you would think on senior night with wanting to send those seniors out right, that Spring Mills will come out, motivated, playing like the team we know they're capable of being. Just at times this year they've had some slow starts, have had some rough stretches, but they are a very talented team. So it's definitely a challenge tonight for Hampshire. We haven't seen much of them, so we really can't make too much of a judgment. But they do only have 3 wins. So on paper, it does look like this should be a dominating performance from Spring Mills. But, hey, we never know.
Yeah, they swept Washington a week ago. They had a rough weekend. They lost in straight sets to Hedgesville, 2-0, Jefferson, 2-0, East Hardy. But, again, they beat Washington just last week. So, who knows? We'll see what happens.
Gracie Kane gets the match start off right with a kill for the senior, 1-0. Well executed there by the Cardinals, and that's what Hampshire can't have happen. An easy kill for Gracie Kane.
It was a perfect pass, and there's just, they don't have someone in the front row that can stop that attack.
So Parsley back to serve for Spring Mills with the 1-0 lead here in set 1.
Not a great pass by Junkin to start.
Stevens doesn't get an excellent swing, but gets it over. Junkin digs it out.
And a free ball.
Good job by the libero to get to that one. And now set up here for the Cardinals. A good block, though, from the Hampshire side to tie this one up at 1.
I think that was Panhandle.
Panhandle, yeah. The 5'5" junior.
She got up.
And she got the block. So 1-1.
Good pass by Connor.
Stevens pokes it over.
Miss hit.
Just heads into.
Yeah, these are the things you can't do, whether you're Spring Mills or Hampshire. If you want to play at the next level, you cannot give a bunch of free balls, and you certainly cannot make free ball errors on the outside like that. Teams like Musselman and Hedgesville just can't give them free points. And then Spring Mills comes back with a service error.
Yeah, it looks like Giffen might have mishit it, but then Spring Mills here at the service error. So the game is tied back up at 2, and we get to see Pownell again here, the junior, to serve. She gets it over. Cardinals try to get into sync, and they get a good swing there from the near side. Block of the net by Kane. Hampshire sticks with it. Through the block that time. Parsley sets up Kane, then sends a free ball over. Stevens
Another
and Kane
miss
go
on the
up for
outside.
it. It's under hit there again. It looked like the sophomore Giffen struggling to get it over.
Yeah, but Kiter's a left-handed right side player. Keep your eyes on number 9. She's closest to the camera on the Hampshire side.
Gracie Kane gets it over on the serve.
And there she is. And she goes over the block
She's
of
done
Bolliard.
that twice now as Stevens makes it tough and off touch. It's a point for the Cardinals now at 4-2.
Yeah, and Stevens is just hitting over the block at this point. I mean, it looks almost like Hampshire got even smaller in the front row.
It appears to be the case.
Yeah, Skelly looks like she's running middle now.
As Kane.
She's setting. Okay, I didn't get. 5 is running middle. McBride. Okay, so 10 is at the 4 right now. Giffen, she's hitting on hand.
Point for the Cardinals, 5-2. Gracie Kane still doing the serving. Giffen this time gets it over. Kane with the dig. Parsley sets up.
Connor.
Yeah,
I like the way Connor plays.
That one is in on the back line, and a point for the Trojans now at 5-3. One thing you're seeing, though, from Hampshire is they're moving pretty well. They're definitely giving a lot of good hustle on these plays.
Yeah, this is a left-hander back to serve for Hampshire. Keitel. Good serve.
Kiter gets it over.
And it's, almost an ace. Parsley, and you know what? It does result in an ace. Parsley's just such great hustle.
So Kiter will go back and serve it again.
Yeah, the movement for the left-hander is different than, a right-handed server.
Parsley with a good set.
Bolliard was a little early on the approach. She's shaking her head. She knew it.
Another chance here for Connor that time. Again through the block for Hampshire.
Yes.
Stevens with the kill.
Yeah. Don't have an answer for Stevens. And Stroderman's got some size, but she runs opposite, a right side. Another left-hander. Jeez, in all my years, I think I had one tall left-handed player, Aaron Paul. She's so good.
Sammy Stevens gets the ace. So 7-4. Spring Mills on top here in the early going. The 6'2" junior. Like we mentioned in the pregame, this is a junior-heavy team for Spring Mills.
Oh, good save. And
Connor with another good swing off block and gets the point for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and this is, I feel like a broken record. If you've listened to me on TV 10, you can tell me to shut up. But the thing is that when Spring Mills passes well and near the center base, which needs to be between the middle and right side, when they run their full complement of offense, they're very difficult to stop.
Well, another good serve here from Stevens. Parsley sets up.
Bolliard with another great swing.
Stevens, Parsley, another good set. Connor mistimed it, but still got it over and got the point, 9-4. So great start here for the Spring Mills Cardinals, and Hampshire will burn its first timeout. Our score, Spring Mills 9, Hampshire 4. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
High school, our score, Cardinals 9, Trojans 4. Now the timeout, we'll see if Sammy Stevens can continue her run. And she does. Time serving has been an issue for Stevens this season, but she's done good so far, or done well so far here tonight.
Trouble for the left-hander. She cuts, can't make it. Set was way outside the antenna.
Yeah, made it tough for Stroderman to get it over. She tried to play it back in play as she didn't want to hit the net. So 10-4 our score.
Good line.
That time a good swing from Giffen, who had struggled earlier, but this time she's able to get the point for the Trojans, and now she'll go back to serve. (10-5). Spring Mills still on top. Giffen's serve gets over. And Bolliard with the perfect.
It's a single block situation. And McBride is running middle by herself at 5'6", a single block against, a smaller opponent. McBride has to put her nose on the hand of Bolliard. It's her only shot to even, to try and get a touch.
Bolliard again, that time out, but good aggressive play from Spring Mills, even though it didn't work out. 11-6, and Hampshire will get the serve back, so still very much in here early on. Addie Brill will go back to serve, and Brill gets it over.
It's a good set. That's out. Yeah.
So off block. Point to the Cardinals now at 12-6.
Yeah, Mullen's that other underclassman outside hitter. Mullen right there uses the block.
Junkin will go back to serve at 12-6, Spring Mills. Giffen with the dig. Schroederman gets it through the defense and gets the point for Hampshire, 12-7.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Mitchell was doing there. Sophia Mitchell, I don't know if she was out of position. She didn't expect the free ball, but she just, I don't know, or maybe she thought it was out and pulled away at the last second, but very awkward.
Stelly.
Yeah, again, Mullen just wailing. I mean, Mullen and Connor, a freshman sophomore outside hitting duo.
Yeah, if they can get Connor and Mullen to be hitting well when you have to, bring Stevens and Kane through their rotation, this team is deep then at those hitter positions and can be very dangerous.
Yeah, this is a dominant front row for Spring Mills, and there Hampshire takes advantage of the block. A bad attempt, or not bad, but just off block situation that comes straight down. But you got Mullen right now hitting on hand. Stevens is running to off, and Kane middle.
Gracie Kane gets the kill.
Yeah, dominant kill.
14-8.
Now Connor comes into the front row. Mullen goes back. So again, you don't really lose anything with your opposites right there. Still a very good front row. Oh, and a service mistake.
Yep, hits off the top of the net. Doesn't quite go over as it comes back onto the Spring Mill side, I should say. 14-9 our score. Hampshire with the serve. And serving for the Trojans is Panhandle. Stevens
over the block.
Another good swing.
Yeah. Not only is it a good swing, I mean, it's dominant over the block, and straight down into the middle of the soft defense.
It does seem like early on here, Jim, that if Spring Mills can get it to Stevens or Gracie Kane, it's pretty much unstoppable pretty much not able to be stopped.
Yeah, and Bolliard couldn't get stopped in the front row until she had the hitting air.
Yeah.
So right there is where Hampshire has to take advantage. Keitel hits outside. She hits on the offhand side. She's going up against Bolliard. The way that we ran our defense is the outside hitters, they set the block. It's the middle's job to seal the block. And Bolliard was a little bit late there.
15-10, Spring Mills.
Not Hampshire a good pass by Mullen. Connor has to work way off the net, but it's in. She gets a kill. Yeah, it was not a good first touch by Mullen.
Sasha Connors had a good start to this match. 16-10 our score. Stevens going back to serve again. She had a good run earlier.
Yeah, good call. She definitely extended the lead. She served very well, and she's been questionable at times. She's one of those players who it seems like she serves an ace or serves it out.
It's a good one there, but Hampshire finds the point.
Yep.
16-11.
Yep, Mullen right in front of Mullen again. She's got it, whether or not it's a pre-hop or what she's got to do to release, and it's getting her body weight in a position where that she can react, and just a soft hit over the block. She just didn't.
So Giffen to serve, and she gets it over for Hampshire. Spring Mills still getting one to go over, but
free ball. Got to use it right here. It's got to be a perfect pass. It's low. That's a good set. That's the piece that I would be shooting for.
Through the block. Hampshire sets it up. Again, Connor with effort, but Hampshire continuing to deny it so far. Bolliard off the tip gets the point for Spring Mills, 17-11.
Yeah, but Bolliard has mixed it up. We talk about shooting the V. So she came to the left side of the court, That time, thumb down to the right side of the court. Good mixing up, much more difficult for the defense to key on how she attacks.
Sasha Connor to serve, and that's another service error for Spring Mills. Their second one here of set one. Gives a point to Hampshire. 17-12. Cardinals still up by 5. And let's see how they respond here. That time Bolliard trying to put it on this side of the court to the near side, but she angled it a little bit too far and it went out of bounds. 17-13.
Mullen with the serve receive error. Yeah, Mullen is struggling just a little bit. She had a service error. She's had a couple questionable touches. For as good as she hit in the front row in her last rotation, she's just a little bit out of system right at this moment.
Hampshire back in it here at the Addie Brill 3-0 run. Let's see what they can do here.
Off touch, off block.
Set up for Bolliard.
Definitely in. That was a good play. She
got the point. Parsley having a good match here on her senior night with the assist tonight. She's been involved in a lot of these points for the Cardinals. Good dig there. Off block. Falls in for the point for Spring Mills. (19-14), and a service ace. Now 20-14. With Jaden Junkin serving for Spring Mills. So 2014 Cardinals here, set one of varsity action, best of 5. Hampshire with a good-looking offensive opportunity there from Van Meter. Awkward angle. It's ruled out. 21-14. So Cardinals on a big run here. This was a 17-14 game. And then Spring Mills responded from a 3-0 run with a 4-0 run, and now just 4 points away from taking this first set. Van Meter goes off block. Hampshire working offensively through the block that time. Parsley for Mullen. Digged out by the Trojans. Gracie Kane. Mullen into the net.
Yeah, they're setting it low. I mean, that's almost a shoot outside. A lower set means that the outside hitters really got to move. Got to get off the net in transition and come forward very quickly.
Spring Mills a little bit out of system there. They do get it over, though. That one blocked by Mullen and Kane, but it falls on the Spring Mills side of the court. Point for the Trojans at 21-16. Going back to serve is Skelly, the junior. Madison Skelly gets it over again. Spring Mills looked a little bit slow to react. Gracie Kane goes with the soft touch and gets it over. Parsley setting for Mullen. Great dig on the other end from Hampshire. Mullen again into the net again. So another point for Hampshire now at 21-17. That's 2 of the last 3 points, I believe. Mullen there just couldn't get it over. She is a freshman. She has her moments where she does some great things, and you see why she's on the varsity team, but having some struggles there. This time, Mullen gets it over.
Oh,
Gracie Kane has to send a free ball, but it works out. Not what you wanted, but she found the part in the defense. I'm not even certain if she was able to see where the defense was lined up, and it just kind of worked out for Spring Mills there with the point.
Yeah, 5-point lead, 3 to go. They're statistically, Hampshire's in a very tough spot.
Parsley goes out. Rare mistake.
Yeah, this is, and This is really what when you look at teams like Hedgesville and Musselman, you can identify why they are considered that upper tier. So many unforced errors.
Gracie Kane again gets the kill. 23-18. Coach Fuller's going to let her team play it out here, at least for now. Let's see if she calls it. No. So.
And Mullen missed her last serve.
Mullen gets it over this time. Tough play here for Hampshire. Will they be able to get it over? They do. Junkin with a dig. Parsley setting up Stevens, and a rare miss hit tonight from Sammy Stevens, who's been on her A game. When she's been able to get it over, it's been unstoppable on the Hampshire side, but that time she had a miss hit, 23-19. Pownell, good serve.
Yeah, not a great pass. Now it's a free ball.
Hampshire with the dig. Junkin, Parsley for Connor, and the kill.
Yeah, there's a set point for Spring Mills. It's just the difference is that when you give free balls to the top tier teams, you guys expect the ball coming back down your throat. These are some of the minor issues that Spring Mills has got to deal with.
It's a set point here for Gracie Kane, and she gets the serve over.
See, now they've got to capitalize. Spring Mills has got there's a perfect pass, and then the low, tight set.
Still able to keep it alive to Spring Mills.
And this is a tough pass.
It's executed pretty well, though, by Hampshire, considering the situation. Stevens sends it over with the dump.
Off block is a kill.
And it falls in for Hampshire, so the Trojans have continued to keep it close. 24-20 here. Spring Mills has been in control. You haven't really felt like they were going to lose at any point, but it does seem like Hampshire can fight and maybe make this an interesting match here tonight. Parsley with a dig, and the setup for, I believe that was Mullen, and Mullen ends set one with the kill, 25-20, our final after the first set. We'll take a 60-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 60.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Bring you back to the Cardinal Coliseum. As we get set here for set number 2 of this varsity match between Spring Mills and Hampshire. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Jim Klein, Colin McLaughlin on camera. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Jim, that first set, it seemed like Spring Mills was in control for the majority of it. I'm not even certain if Hampshire had a lead at any point. But Hampshire stuck around. They battled and definitely showed, I think, that they could potentially compete if they can, clean some things up. And obviously it's tough going up against this tall, athletic Spring Mills team.
Yeah, and I agree with you 100%. You're right. Hampshire had the serve and gave up the serve at, down 1-0. So, Spring Mills then never looked back. The problem is, as much as I agree with you that Spring Mills seemed to be in control the entire match, there are also times with unforced errors, missed serves at the inopportune time, just situations that are seemingly unplausible. We saw a situation where Mullen had a missed serve, a serve receive issue, and then our next touch ended up netting a hit outside. And having the awareness on the floor, and it's not all the freshman. Mullen is actually a very talented player. It's just situationally, Spring Mills seems to give too many free balls and be in situations where they don't adjust and serve receive that gives up easy points. To separate themselves or to be included in that top tier when you say Hedgesville and Musselman, one, you've got to eliminate unforced errors. And two, you can't give free balls, because when you give a free ball to Hedgesville or a Musselman, they're going to pound it down your throat. Conversely, when you get a free ball, you've got to pass better in transition so that you have an opportunity to run your full offense. And we saw that at times where Spring Mills is just a little bit sloppy with ball control.
Yeah, and not to take anything away from Hampshire, but they just probably don't have the height or necessarily the experience with some of the injuries they've had and stuff to, I guess, maybe take advantage of some of these mistakes like we've seen Hedgesville and Musselman do in the past. But there, Sammy Stevens gets the match, or the set started off well for the Cardinals. They go up here 1-0 and keep the serve. But I do think there are some good things on this team, even though they've struggled with their record based on what we saw in that first set. So Parsley again serving here, 1-0 Spring Mills.
Yeah, and Parsley missed a serve in the first set, which, again, it's you want to be aggressive at the end line. Our target was the 85 to 87%, which suggests that you are going to miss, 13 to 15 out of 100. But your very first serve, and now Hampshire just took the lead, which very early in the match, you're still feeling each other out. But as far as I know, that is the first lead of the match for Hampshire.
Yep, they take it here 2-1. They get a block as well, which we knew would be challenging for them. They were able to get that block, but now Spring Mills gets it off the tip for the point. 2-2 our score. Cardinals get the serve back with Mullen. Kenna Mullen, as we mentioned, the freshman. And she gets it over. A little bit of miscommunication, it looked like, for Hampshire. Good placement, but it is ruled out as it hit the official. I thought maybe it was going to land in bounds, but it's a point for the Cardinals. Looked like a decent swing from Kiter, but she couldn't quite get it in. And now Mullen gets the ace. So Spring Mills early taking a 4-2 lead here in set number 2 between Spring Mills and Hampshire. Spring Mills taking set 1 25-20 in this varsity match. It is the Cardinals senior night here from the Cardinal Coliseum. And Mullen with another good serve and a tough dig for Hampshire. Blocked at the net off tip of Stevens and out of bounds, and a point for Hampshire.
Yeah, now Coach Junket is working deeper into the bench.
Pownell going to serve. Yeah, Everhart coming in. Didn't see her in set 1. 4-3 our score.
This is a sophomore.
And that one goes into the net. Service error there for Pownell. Gracie Kane will go back to serve, and she gets the ace off the net, and it falls in for Spring Mills at 6-3.
We would run a lot of situational drills in practice, especially at the end of practice. 5 minutes left, you go back to the end line, and you make kids serve for the first time when they're tired. Make them have the mental discipline to put the ball in.
So at that time it ends up being a service error for Kane as it is out 6-4. Spring Mills on top of Hampshire. Again, Kiter, the sophomore, to serve the lefty. Connor has her swing denied. Connor this time sneaks it over the block. And net violation against Hampshire gives the point to Spring Mills at 7-4. Stevens will go back to serve. It's been a good night for Sammy Stevens, not only on the front line, but with her serves here tonight. 7-4 Spring Mills. She started a big run for them early in that first set, and here she's going to get a service ace.
Yeah, it's a down ball error. There's no ace, but yeah, it's one of those situations where it's definitely an unforced error for Hampshire.
8-4. Stevens again with a similar, and there's the ace that time, 9-4.
There's a timeout too. Oh, same as the first set, 4-9. 9-4, Spring Mills up.
So we'll see what happens out of the timeout when we come back. 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Stevens out of the timeout as neither team took the full time there, but Hampshire gets the point as it's off block. Point for the Trojans at 9-5. Substitutions coming from both teams. Mitchell as well as Van Meter checks in for Hampshire. Going back to serve is Pownell. I'm sorry, that is Giffen, number 10. And Giffen gets it over off the net and falls, and Hampshire right back in it, 9-6. Here in set 2, Spring Mills taking set 1, 25-20. Giffen.
It's an ace. Oh, no, good save. I couldn't see Connor there.
They get it over.
Yeah, great save by Connor.
And a good swing, but it is ruled a point for Hampshire. Looked like a little bit of hesitation from the officials, but point given to Hampshire, 9-7. Giffen again, a good serve.
Oh, good pass. Got to use it. Mitchell with a good swing.
Get it over. Good effort on the back line, but can't keep it alive there for Spring Mills, and it's another point for the Trojans. So Hampshire down to 1 at this stage in the set, 9-8. After finding themselves down 9-4, it's a 4-0 run out of the timeout. And now it's another point, so 5-0 run out of the timeout for Hampshire to tie it up at 9. Spring Mills has a kind of a bench unit in there right now. And there's a service error. 10-9 now our score. A lot of players we didn't see in that first set. Emma Jones, Brooke Everhart as well. But Sasha Connor will serve.
It's a free ball. Got to use the free ball.
There's Bolliard out of bounds. Or no, they rule in. Sorry.
Yeah, it's overturned by the R1. R1 calls it out.
Yeah, I thought it. Or no, they're going to. No, it should be point Trojan. So this should be 10-10. And this time we're able to fix the scoreboard. So that's good to see. 10-10 our score. Gill gets it over. And now the point going to the Cardinals, and they knocked off Ariana Parsley's poster. But a point for the Cardinals, 11-10. And Junkin with the service error ties this one back up at 11. So Hampshire right in it here in set 2, 11 all. Back and forth kind of set so far. See what the Trojans can do. Can they take a lead in double-digit point situation? Gracie Kane says no. 12-11. 12-11, Spring Mills on top. Parsley will go back to serve. And Parsley gets the serve over. Hampshire tried to recover but couldn't get it. And Pownell couldn't get it over the net. So 13-11 Spring Mills trying to pull away here in set 2. And Parsley with a good serve.
Single block situation.
Good effort there for Hampshire, but it was ruled out. So a point for the Cardinals at 14-11, extending the lead back out to 3 for Spring Mills. Parsley, another good serve. Hampshire won't be able to get it over. And 15-11 now our score.
Yeah, Hampshire's a team with 3 wins, 3-14, ranked number 24th in AAA, and it just feels a little bit like Spring Mills is relying some on, some serve, receive, and free ball errors to extend the lead. And there's a kill, and that's what Spring Mills really should be doing a lot of.
And it comes from the freshman, Mullen.
That's the last timeout.
Hampshire uses that final timeout here of set 2 at 16-11 Spring Mills. We will take a break as well, 30 seconds. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back out of the timeout.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Cardinals 16, Hampshire 11. Parsley still serving for Spring Mills. It's been a good run, and out of the timeout, she gets another good serve.
Yeah, very aggressive serve by the senior.
Mullen for Parsley, and then blocked.
Good dig by Kane.
Hampshire recovers. Awkward looking swing, but it got over. Connor sent one over, and now Hampshire trying to respond. Parsley for Stevens, off block. Point for the Cardinals, 17-11.
And the thing is that Parsley was running so hard from right to left. So in my mind, my head started to turn to see her set middle or outside. She flicked her fingers, the ball sets back. Stevens with a great swing.
17-11 now our score. Spring Mills on top, off block. Cardinals recover. Stevens, that time they're going to call the hands.
Yeah. She tried to get tricky, a little too tricky that time.
Might have been a little too low on the serve anyway for Spring Mills, but 17-12. Parsley this time sets for Stevens, and Stevens gets it in again. She's been on. 18-12. So the Cardinals get another point, extend the lead out to 6 here in set 2. They were able to win set 1, 25-20. Looking to take set 2 and set themselves up for a potential sweep here on senior night. Parsley for Connor out. 18-13. Hampshire going back to serve here again. Pownell, 18-13. She sends a rocket, but too far. 19-13 as that one's out. Point for the Cardinals.
6-point lead with 6 to go. This is that statistical no man's land where you can't trade anymore unless you're Spring Mills, in which case the senior kind of blows on his serve now. 5-point lead with 6 to go.
Gracie Kane with a service error at 19-14 now our score. And Hampshire has the serve. It's Kiter to get it over. Stevens sends it out. Point for Hampshire. Again, the Trojans are back in it now, 19-15.
Yeah, great serve by Kiter.
Kiter. Another good serve there. Forcing Spring Mills to recover, but Sammy Stevens has been dominant when she gets the ball in her hands, and she gets another point for the Cardinals at 20-15.
Yeah, it was a good effort by the DS, Addie Brill. I just wonder if that ball was out. It was sailing, and she had opened up, which you're supposed to do. She failed to drop her shoulder, and the ball careened off her forearms into the wall.
20-15, Stevens' serve hits off net and falls, 21-15.
Yeah, Stevens clearly is on. I mean, the ball, like half the ball was below the tape, and it hit the tape, and just the top spin rolled right up and over. She gets an ace out of that serve.
And
Again, you're living right.
Sometimes it's just your night.
Yeah.
And it's been Sammy Stevens' night here so far, 22-15. The junior coming up big for this Spring Mills team.
And if you're Hampshire, all you can do is clap and roll the ball back. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do. I mean, you can swing the other way and sit someone at the net, but you're going to waste a defensive rotation on a next to impossible play.
Good block there from the Cardinals, but Hampshire recovers. An off block. Now it's set up for Hampshire. Giffen.
Perfect pass. This is where you use it.
And Connor with a big swing. Good job by the libero on the Hampshire side, and Hampshire is going to get a point.
Yeah, that's a great swing on the outside. She comes off 1 foot. That's Giffen off 1 foot, using that layup or slide type approach.
Yeah, started though with the good dig by Addie Brill to keep it alive. Give Hampshire an opportunity on that possession, and now 22-16 our score. Giffen goes back to serve. Bolliard again with another point for Spring Mills at 23-16. Cardinals trying to close this one out. Sasha Connor will go back to serve at 23-16, and it's another service error for Spring Mills. I think that's definitely seems to be the thing you would take away from this match if you're Coach Junkin. A lot of service errors here tonight. They haven't come back to hurt Spring Mills so far. They have a big lead, but can't make those mistakes consistently, or you could allow teams to come back. Bolliard with a good kill there. Again, she goes middle, and again it works out for Spring Mills. Now set point. And I believe Junkin will serve here. Kane checks back in as well at 24-17. Set point. We try to take set 2 and put Hampshire in a very difficult situation, down 2-0. Van Meter is blocked by Kane. Point Cardinals, and Spring Mills takes set 2, 25-17. They took set 1, 25-20. We will head to set 3 on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 60 seconds.
The undefeated Martinsburg Bulldogs are back in action this week as they host the red-hot Spring Mills Cardinals.
Going to bounce at the 15 and be scooped up, and drilling him is Tay Cofield. You add that to the highlight reel if you're Tay Cofield.
I already kind of had him down as the nominee for collision of the game on his sack that got the safety.
That's collision of the year.
Pre-game coverage will begin at 6 p.m. with kickoff at 7, right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV 10 featuring the Shepherd University Rams.
They drop back, but they get under pressure in the back. Nathan Muley came on the sack. Ball came out. Kevin Kauser falls on it in the end zone for the touchdown, Shepherd.
Join us on Saturday, October 21st for Shepherd's homecoming game against the Westchester Golden Rams. Kickoff is set for noon with pregame coverage beginning at 11:30 a.m. right here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Set 2 goes to the Cardinals as well as set 1, so it's a 2-0 match lead here for Spring Mills over Hampshire. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Jim Klein. Our cameraman tonight, Colin McLaughlin. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. And Jim, it seemed like a little bit better set 2 for Spring Mills. When you look at just the score, they won by 8 there in set 2, won by 5 in set 1. Still probably a few too many service errors, it felt like, but overall it seems like Spring Mills is taking care of business so far tonight and set themselves up here for a good, or set themselves up to be in a good position to potentially get a sweep here today.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing a 3-14 team. Now, probably not the most conventional wisdom, but if I were coaching Spring Mills right now, I would not go to my bench in set 3. I would challenge my team to play, a match or a set as if they were playing Edgesville or a Musselman or a Morgantown or Philip Barber. I would challenge my team to come out right now and play with utmost intensity. He did work some subs in set 2. So for set 3 now, what I would try to do is generate momentum for their next match. And I would try to do that by just really focusing on what it is that they are going to do and how they're going to play. So hopefully that's what we'll see.
Yeah, I think, too, with it being senior night, you're going to at least leave your seniors in the rotation, I would imagine, as they try to go out on the right note here and get a sweep. And
They play 2 Washington County schools next, the 24th and 26th, Clear Spring and South.
And they start set number 3 the same way they started set 1 of a Gracie Kane kill for the senior, 1-0 Cardinals. Now Parsley goes back to serve with a 1-0 Spring Mills lead, and she gets a service ace. So the 2 seniors start off the 3rd set with points for Spring Mills. A kill and an ace.
Yeah, I'd be imploring my team, up-tempo, move quick, keep the pressure on.
Hampshire nearly got it through. Junkin with the
down ball towards the deep 1. I like that placement by Connor. Off touch, good play by Junkin.
Swing from Mullen, I believe that was, and it's going to be off block or off tip, and 3-0 Spring Mills. So they've come out well to start set 3 with the 2-0 set lead. 3-0 Spring Mills again. Parsley to serve, and she gets it over again. Hampshire trying to get it through the block, but it heads out of bounds, and another point for the Cardinals at 4-0.
Yeah, I was watching carefully for a touch and actually went between the blockers, which is hard to do with Stevens and Kane.
Parsley.
Another great serve.
Service ace.
Yeah, it's ace potential.
So 5-0 start for Spring Mills. Cardinals coming off to a good start here in this 3rd and potentially final set with a 2-0 set lead. Timeout Hampshire here, Jim. Let's go ahead and keep it here. This is what you wanted to see, I feel like, if you're Spring Mills, coming out with their normal lineup, like you said, kind of treating it like it's a big-time match.
I would. I mean, it's situational. It doesn't matter who's facing you. And you got to put that 3-14 record of your opponent out of your mind. Spring Mills needs to focus on what they do. This is the great opportunity for them to work on that preparation for the playoffs, to focus on what they do. And I would be, I don't want to say heated about it, but I would be I'm pretty insistent that my team play with alacrity.
And the timeout works for Hampshire. They get the service error to get on the board now at 5-1. Hampshire will go back to serve. They're looking to move quickly here out of the timeout, and Skelly gets the ace.
And that's the thing. Like when you think situationally, if you're playing in a regional final, and you're playing at Hedgesville, you're playing at Musselman or whatever, and you have a 5-0 lead in the deciding set, can you come out and miss a serve and then give up an ace? Those teams will make you pay for those points.
And Gracie Kane got caught in a tough situation, and the Trojans get another point off the block to make it 5-3. So Van Meter doing a good job.
Yeah, she was set up perfectly. She just needed to penetrate a little bit more. Now serve receive there. Hampshire off the timeout answers with 4-0 run.
Yeah, and at times this Hampshire team has shown some really good things here tonight. And 5-4 now our score. 4-0 run for the Trojans. Van Meter's done a pretty good job throughout the match, and she gets another good serve here. Makes it tough on the Cardinals. Junkin. Connor sends it over. Parsley, the back set to Stevens off the tip. And another point and kill for Sammy Stevens tonight.
Yeah, and again, you just don't know if that might be out. She kind of jumped a little bit. And
it's definitely close.
Yeah, attempted to play the ball above her head.
Mullen now to serve, and she gets it over. Brill sends it out of play, so Spring Mills gets the 7-4 lead. 2-0 lead in favor of the Cardinals as they try to close this thing out on senior night. Mullen is it dig by Hampshire, and they can't get it over on the third hit as it falls. Point for the Cardinals now, 8-4. Mullen going back to serve again, the freshman, McKenna Mullen.
Oh, good serve. Yeah, very good serve. Plenty of room, good play.
Hampshire still recovers and gets it over and nearly gets it in, but just out of bounds there, 9-4.
Yeah, free ball mistake.
So the Cardinals extend the lead out to 5. Once again, after taking the early 5-0 lead. Another good serve from Mullen.
Might have been out, though. Heels were on the end line.
Stevens!
That was definitely in. That was a great
Gets
play.
It in. Good effort by Brill, but she couldn't keep it alive from the libero position, and it's now 10-4 Spring Mills. So they answer a 4-0 run with a 5-0 run. Mullen looking to extend it. And Spring Mills can't get it over, so a point for Hampshire makes it 10-5. Jim, do we see another 4-0 run?
We could. That's the frustrating. That's the frustrating part of Spring Mills when sometimes they just get a little bit flat.
Pownell gets it over.
There's a kill.
There's another point. Again, good, well executed by this Hampshire team who has fought throughout these matches. Even when they get down, they keep fighting. Pownell to serve again here for Hampshire, and she gets a good serve over. Parsley for Bolliard, and it's blocked by Hampshire. I'm sorry, it was blocked, but it didn't go over, so 11-6. So they don't go on a big run. It's just a 2-0, and we'll see if Spring Mills can respond here.
Oh, man, another very deep serve.
That one's out. As Kiter's had a pretty good match, but couldn't place that one.
She has. Front row, she runs right side. She sets. She's got good size. She's someone you could build a team around.
She is only a sophomore. She's 5'9", so definitely a player to look out for Hampshire over the next few years. But another point here for the Cardinals on the ace. Emma Jones doing a nice job serving here in this set. And that one's out. Just a little bit too far that time for Jones. 13-7 our score. Spring Mills on top.
And this might even be one of those times where he pulls Gracie Kane after serving. You might give the senior a chance to run across the back row just in case it's something you need to do at some point.
Bolliard gets another kill for Spring Mills. It's now 14-7. Sammy Stevens, we've talked about how she's had a great night. Last time she had 2 serves hit off the top of the net and fall in. Maybe she'll replicate that here. We'll see. 14-7. Another good serve and a service ace. Same result. for Stevens, now 15-7. You all right?
All good.
Good. 15-7 now our score. Stevens, another good serve. Tough dig, though, by Brill. And a point for Hampshire.
Yeah, Stevens throws that one arm out there, the one-arm dig. Not exactly what you hope to see on defense.
15-8 our score. Spring Mills still leading, but another service opportunity for the Trojans. Van Meter has it set up now by Spring Mills, and a good block.
Block out.
But it heads out. 16-8. So the Cardinals have doubled up Hampshire, trying to continue the improvement that we saw from set 1 to set 2 into set 3. They won by 8 in set 2 after winning by just 5 in set 1, and up by 8 right now. Bolliard has it blocked, and a point for Hampshire. Good job there by McBride and Strawderman to combine for the block. 16-9.
Off block, good save.
Mullen.
Great swing by Mullen.
Has it digged out.
Yeah, good dig.
Cardinals stick with it. Play at the net. Ball is tipped around and heads out of bounds. Another point for Spring Mills at 17-9.
Yeah, Strawderman goes up with two hands, almost like she's waiting for, a presence in front of her. It doesn't exist. She pushes it just a little bit too hard outside.
Jaden Junkin will serve, and Junkin gets it over. Brill with the dig. Strawderman gets it over. Junkin with a good attempt, but Spring Mills couldn't recover after that, and the lead is down to 7. Hampshire will have the serve back at this point, like we've said before, though you can't just trade points if you are Hampshire, so they'll need a run here to make it close. Skelly will go back to serve. She's had some good serves throughout the match. 17-10 our score. Gracie Kane gets it over, and it falls for a point, as Hampshire couldn't really do anything with it. 18-10. So this is the lineup that Spring Mills would want. Parsley serving, both Stevens and Kane in the front row.
Yeah, and Mullen is no slouch on the on-hand side.
Yeah. So, good situation here, and Stevens gets it over. And that one out. Kiter couldn't place it. Parsley will serve here again with a 9-point lead here for the Cardinals, trying to finish this match out with your senior serving. And that one digged by Brill. Van Meter. Mullen.
It's going to be a free ball.
Back and forth here between these two teams. 19-10.
Perfect pass.
There's Gracie Kane. A good recovery, but it's going to fall in for the kill.
Yeah, good effort by the Hampshire defense. It was just a perfect pass, perfect execution by the Spring Mills offense. Exactly what you hope to see. Perfect pass, perfect set, perfect execution.
And the Cardinals are just 5 points away now from getting the win here on senior night. Parsley gets it over.
Great serve. Wow. But Hampshire actually plays it very well.
Yeah,
very
excellent
nice
offense
job
there from Hampshire, and they ended up getting the kill. Did Sarah Parnell, who we've seen do some good things throughout the match for the junior. Van Meter going back to serve again. He's been one of their more consistent servers here tonight.
Yeah, very aggressive.
Stevens gets it over. 20-11 our score. Parnell again with the kill.
Yeah, she got what she wanted. That was a quick middle. Perfect timing. She shoots the V, left side. Great execution by Hampshire.
There's been a few times where Parnell's been impressed with her ability to get up.
Totally agree. Totally agree. And if they had another middle, imagine her running outside.
Gracie Kane blocked. Panhandle again.
She went a little straight. She needs to just cut that a little bit, one way or the other.
20-13, so Hampshire working their way back into it. Again, Van Meter's serving has been good, but this time it's out with the service error. 21-13 our score, and Spring Mills just 4 points away from finishing it off, but Hampshire continuing to fight, continuing to put together a good effort here tonight. That one through the block from Kiter. Stevens gets the kill. Sammy Stevens continues to dominate, 22-13.
It was still actually a pretty good touch by Giffen. Stevens actually hit it down off Giffen and just didn't slow it enough to give Hampshire a chance to get a dig out of it.
Mullen, a good serve. Going to be trouble for Hampshire, and they can't get it over. 23-13, just 2 points away here from taking this match as Spring Mills on senior night for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and the two seniors are on the floor right now.
Mullen gets it over, and that is going to be an ace. It's the freshman, though, that's going to try to lead Spring Mills to the win on this serve. 24-13 our score. Mullen goes back to serve it for Spring Mills.
Gracie Kane is actually the next server.
Mullen gets it over.
I don't think Spring Mills would be too upset if Hampshire scores here.
Hampshire heads it out, and the Cardinals get the win here on senior night, 25-13 over the Hampshire Trojans. Jim, 25-13 our final here tonight. What was your thoughts on this match?
I think, Spring Mills needs to hang their hat on the fact that they beat a team they should beat. There's always opportunities to do better. As a coach, the way that I focused on our team is that, players win, and there's an opportunity for them to continue to improve. They get to play Clear Spring and South High in upcoming matches, and I wish Spring Mills the best of luck. They're a team that I really like. I think they got a ton of potential, and they got to fulfill that potential, and they could go deep into the playoff run. On the other hand, TV10, wow, do we have a match coming up. Tuesday night, we travel to Inwood for a rematch of the Musselman-Hedgesville match. Of course, last time that those two teams faced at Hedgesville, Musselman lost in straight sets to Hedgesville, which was a follow-up last year to the regional final in which Hedgesville beat Musselman. However, Musselman ended up exacting some sort of revenge as they ended up beating Morgantown, who outed Hedgesville from the playoffs, with Musselman winning their third consecutive state championship and on the quest to four-peat. So Tuesday night here on TV10, we'll be down in Inwood. Can't wait to call that match. Should be a ton of fun, raucous crowd, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am as well. 25-13 our final here tonight. Spring Mills improves in each set and ends up getting the sweep here over Hampshire. But for Colin McLaughlin, our cameraman, Dylan Bishop back in the studio, Jim Klein, I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long and have a good night, everyone. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School Volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Keep it tuned to TV10 for all of your local sports coverage. All rights reserved.